more unit conversions. Our problem is how many seconds are there in 5 hours. I've got my formula set up. You're going to go, well, how did I know to put 2 cents of parentheses? Well, I know to put 2 cents of parentheses because I know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And I know that 60 seconds equals 1 minute. Now, if you remember from our the last video, right, we need to put in where we're starting, okay, and where we're ending. Okay, so we are starting with hours. Okay, we want to end in seconds. Now, you can start putting some information in. If I have hours in the top, I'm going to have hours in the bottom, which means I'm going to use this conversion here. So that's 1 hour. And I'm going to have minutes in the top. Now, what that does, okay, then I'm going to have 60 minutes. But I don't have minutes into seconds yet. So I'm going to have to use my second conversion, this one here, which says if I have minutes here, I got to put minutes in the bottom. Okay, so if I do that, I have 1 minute equaling 60 seconds, and I've got seconds up top. What we're going to do, don't forget to put the 5 over here, because that's where we started. Now we're going to type in the calculator. Real simple. You're going to type 5 parentheses. You're going to hit the fraction button. 60 over 1. You're going to type it in just as I'm doing it. And once you type all that in and you hit enter, you're going to find out that you have that this is all equal to 18,000. Okay? This is what the calculator shows you. Now you have to give me your answer in context, which means 5 hours is equal to 18,000 seconds. We're going to look at one more example, and then I'm going to turn you all loose on your work. So how many minutes are there in 2.5 years? Oh my word, minutes and years. Well, let's see. How many days are there in a year? Okay. 1 day or 1 year is equal to 365 days. All right. I also know that 1 day is also 24 hours. And we just talked about seconds and hours and minutes, and I know that there is 60, let's see, how many minutes is there in an hour? Well, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. That should be on your anchor chart for conversions. It should also be some information that we just pulled from the last problem. Now let's go ahead and set up our conversion formula. I know that I am starting with years, okay, and I am ending in minutes. Okay, if I'm ending in minutes, that means that minutes is going to be in the top at the end over here. So that means this is minutes, right? And I know that if I have years over here, I'm going to have years there. So let's just put in our information. Let's put in what we actually have. So I have 1 year is 365 days. And I also know that 1 hour is 60 minutes. Now, obviously, that means I have to go from days, which is up here in top, to getting minutes, excuse me, hours. Okay, that's here and there. That gives me a nice little conversion. Let's put our unit rate in there. Okay, that's 1 day is 24 hours. Now, what are you going to type in the calculator? Well, we got to put our starting amount, which is 2.5, because that's 2.5 years. So what are we going to type in the calculator? 2.5, 365 over 1, including the parentheses, 24 over 1, and 60 over 1. And what your kit get out when you type all of that in, you get 1314000. That means my final answer is 1,314,000,000, 1,314, excuse me, 1,314,000 minutes in two in 2.5 years. This is your final answer. Now, I'm going to turn y'all loose on some problems, let you go from there. I know y'all can do it. Work hard. I have my faith in you. You're doing well, and bye-bye.